they say it's a word that we use to encourage people. It means be strong. I am with you. I stand with you.
Be resilient.
I will help you. Together we will do. We will make it. And so I say, wow, this is a beautiful song. It's also very short because in communication, it's very important to be short.
Yeah.
So I said, wow, this is the name, Ayzoh. But when they sponsor us, they have to accept our condition. That is this: we will never use a poor child or whoever to promote your brand.
Wow.
You give us money, we will do a very beautiful job where your image can go up, but we will never use people to promote your brand. Maybe you are a prostitute today, maybe you are a very poor child today, you are in a very bad condition today, but maybe tomorrow you will change your life. And the web, UNICEF, all these people will always remember you when you was a prostitute, when you was a poor child.
Yes.
So, and this is why we show when we work with poor community or community with big issues, big problem, we always show their beauty, their strengths.
Hola amigos, bienvenidos a otro capítulo más de A Nadie Más Le Importa. Y en esta ocasión tengo el agrado de estar con Claudio María Lerario. ¿Cómo estás, Claudio?
Muy bien, muchas gracias.
No, gracias a ti por esta entrevista tan maravillosa. Pues bueno, Claudio es originario de Génova y es fotógrafo, pero él tiene una historia muy interesante que, pues gracias por el placer de estar aquí contigo y de que nos compartas. Claudio, y me gustaría empezar. Tú empezaste a navegar desde muy chico. Naciste en Italia. ¿Por qué ir al mar? ¿De dónde viene esto?
Prima, perdona mi español.
If you want in English, it's okay.
Okay. I'm from Genoa. Genoa is the largest harbor in Italy. It's a town that live because of the sea. It was one of the greatest floats in Italy. So in Genoa, everybody is connected to the sea. So everybody loves the sea, the ships, the boats. And my grandfather was a ship owner.
Okay.
Before the war. Then the war destroyed all the ships. So and my father has been working aboard the ships. So my family come from the sea.
So you sailed the world, literally?
Not
Very
all
young?
the world, but many parts of the world.
But how many years in the sea?
I started sailing when I was professionally when I was 17.
Whoa.
18. And I've been working aboard sailing boat for 12 years.
What did you see? What did you saw in the sea on that time?
Freedom.
How is?
At that time, I always wanted to be a traveler, a nomad, since I was a child. And at that time, the easiest way to travel was to work aboard a sailing boat of rich people who always needs some crew, some helping hands. So it was the cheapest and easiest way to travel. Then I learned how to sail, how to manage a boat, and until I was a skipper, a captain.
Yes.
for a very big company in Italy, a boat that belonged to Fininvest. Fininvest was the company of Silvio Berlusconi.
Wow.
And yes.
How dangerous is sailing?
Actually, it's not dangerous. I don't believe it's dangerous if you have a good boat.
Okay.
So modern boat can hold everything. If they are well done, well built, and if they have intelligent owners.
Okay. So you were young and you are a skipper, and you sailed the world, one part of the world, so many years. Then next, what happens?
First, I have to say that I have some connection also with another maritime country that is Norway, because my wife, ex-wife, is Norwegian.
Okay.
She's a sailor, she's a captain, she's a sailmaker. And so in Norway, I started to earn money with my biggest passion, that is photography, storytelling, and making books. So after sailing was just a way to travel, to learn about the world in an easy way, but my real passion is to tell story of people.
With a camera?
With a camera, sometimes in Italian with words, collaborating with writers, with other people. And so sailing gave me the possibility to understand how to move in the world, how to manage difficult situations, like storms, like damage, how to repair things. So it was a school that prepared myself for my future
as a nomad.
Mission. Huh?
Okay.
So I start.
And how many years did you take photos?
I started to take photo when I was 13 in Genoa. I escaped from my house, from my home, and I went to Nice in France, to take pictures of a carnival of Nice that is very, very beautiful. I had no permission from my parents. I have no documents to cross the frontiers. So that was my first job. So I was 13.
Wow.
But I remember when I was 7 years old, in my school, our teachers gave us a theme: what you would like to be when you grow up. And I didn't write a single word. I just make a drawing of a 4x4 car, like a Land Rover, a Discovery, with a person on the roof with a camera.
Okay.
So that was my dream when I was a child. And I started to take pictures more seriously when I was a sailor, because I had the occasion to take pictures of different things. It was there were situations that they were easy to sell, like a storm, like animals, like racing boat. At that time in Italy, we had a big market on nautical magazine. So this was the way I started to take pictures. But I started to be a professional when I was in Norway. I've been living in Norway for 6 years.
Okay.
So when I was in Norway, I started to earn money.
Okay.
With images.
Yeah, you work with big brands, no?
I've been
There's
working
a time
with
fashion photography.
Fashion, but not fashion in the normal way. I was always involved with special publications. For example, I worked for Prada, but it was connected to the sea, because Prada, is a big sponsor of American Cup. So they had a boat called Prada.
That was the connection.
So we made the book for Prada. Then I've been working for the largest sea library in Europe, Murcia. So I've been producing around 200 books.
Wow.
Yes. So I started also to make design, not only photography.
Okay.
Because I like to have control of all the process.
Okay.
Of a story.
Like storyteller.
Yes, to be independent. For me, it has been very important to be independent, to not rely on other people that I don't trust. Because the world of fashion, photography, publishing is a very competitive world. At that time, it was clear that we were going to face problem, internet, and so it was very important for me to be independent, to control the process. So alongside with photography, I started to learn how to design a book, how to manage typography, how to manage the production of a book, then the web, and so on.
Wow.
So, yes.
And when did you start this beautiful project?
It's a long story.
But we have time. What happened in your life, or what was the process?
I had. I have to say that at that time I was a single father because I divorced from my Norwegian wife, and the children were living with me in Italy. So my wife was in Norway, the children was in Italy. And everything was perfect. I had a very good career, good money, some fame, little fame. But one day, my older son, Mattia, had a very serious accident in the school, and he cut his hand.
Okay.
So they had to reattach his hand in the hospital. But
how old?
He was 11.
Okay.
He was 11 years old, and then it was needed a very long period of therapy. So I had to stop to work. For 6 months, I had only to follow my son in the hospital day by day. So everything started to fall.
This magical world.
This magical world was not so magical.
Okay.
People start to forget about you. Other people take your place. The bank want that you pay back. They don't care if you have to be every day in the hospital, day by day.
The show must go on.
Yes. So I started to understand that maybe that was not my life. So I had no more money because I used all my money for the therapy of my son. So I decided to change life. But I had to work still in the publishing world. So I waited 4 years.
4 years after the accident.
After this, then my son returned to their mother in Norway. They decided to live in Norway, and I was very happy for them because Norway is a more stable country, offer more possibilities to the children.
Where do you live in Italy?
In Rimini. Rimini is a small town on the east coast of Italy.
Okay.
Can you say 200 kilometers south of Venice?
Okay.
It's the most touristic town in Italy.
Okay.
Because we have a 20 kilometers long beach. And yes, it's a beautiful town. I chose Rimini because it was good to raise children, because it's a very quiet, safe town. So that's why I was in Rimini. I have no connection with Rimini at all.
Okay.
And then when my sons returned to Norway, I could travel more. Okay. I could fulfill my real dream, that was to make big storytelling on big reportage around the world. So my first job was in Brazil, and so I went in Brazil. And one day I went to make documentaries about the African connection that you have in Bahia. You know, Bahia is the most African part of Brazil, because they are all descendants of slaves.
Okay.
Especially from Benin. So I travel all around Brazil, and one day in Bahia, in Acupé was Quilombo. Do you know what is a Quilombo? Is a piece of land of liberated slaves.
Okay.
There are small communities that live in these lands where their descendants were slaves.
Okay.
So I was working on a reportage about the use of capoeira. Capoeira is a African Brazilian dance and fight technique, and how they used capoeira to take away the children from the street. Because in Brazil they have a very big problem with streetism.
Yes.
Especially in the big towns. And so I've been living with these small communities, very small communities on a very beautiful river called Rio Paragaçu. And I've seen that they tried to take away the children from the street, but they have to fight against a propaganda, against the media and the propaganda of the narcos.
Okay.
That they had money, they could manage, they could finance radio, they could finance local TV.
Everything.
Everything. They drive the communication. And they were very good in making communication. In to show how beautiful your life can be if you enter that world.
Okay.
If you sell drugs, and this small community with all the beautiful idea, the fantastic project, they could not compete against this. They could not fight.
No.
The difference in quality, in resources, in everything was too big. So, because I didn't like anymore my old job for the corporates, for the big publishing house and newspaper, magazine, I thought, what if I use my experience, 25 years experience I had in this world, to help such people like them? So to provide resource, to provide technique, to provide professional people. So in that day, I decided to quit my old job and to start an informal organization, because we were not an informal organization, to help small communities to produce communication, to produce storytelling, to produce image, everything, books, website, everything, for small communities that normally cannot afford this. And to produce for free. So my idea was to to offer them the same quality of a corporate world for free. So in 2000, It was 2008. I started with CD, and I don't regret it.
I saw your website and I'm surprised about this project because you have a really good communication project there. Tell me about us. What is the name of this project?
So when we started with idea in Brazil, we had no name. It was just
The idea.
it was an annual adventure without a name. It appeared. Yes, we had no name. 1 year later, I went to Ethiopia to make a documentary about a small community in the city of Awassa. Awassa is a city in the south of Ethiopia. And at that time, I knew nothing about Ethiopia, about the language, the tradition, nothing. But when I was in Awassa, for example, when you cough, like people come alongside you and say, Ayzoh.
Ayzoh.
Or when you fall, Ayzoh. When a child fall down, Ayzoh. Or Ayzoh if she's a female. So I say, what is this word? Everyone, they say, it's a word that we use to encourage people. It means be strong. I am with you. I stand with you.
Be resilient.
I will help you. Together we will make it. And so I say, wow, this is a beautiful song. It's also very short because in communication, it's very important to be short.
Yeah.
So I said, wow, this is the name, Ayzoh. Ayzoh. And because it's the meaning of what we do. We stand with you.
Yes, and please tell me more about this because I saw the website, but I would like to explain for all the audience what we can do, like a person here in Mexico and another part of the world. How can we help and also be part of this project?
Okay.
Because there are so many options. I saw it.
There are so many options. One important thing to say from the beginning. Okay, since 2020, we are a legal organization, no profit. From 2008 to 2020, we worked as an informal organization, like a collective of professionals. But now we are proper.
Was a long way to.
Yeah, because I'm a little anarchist. Okay. So I don't like so much to be organized.
Okay.
But the project got bigger and bigger, so we needed more money. We needed to be an organization also for
yes.
Tax problem, for banks, everything. So since 2020, we are a proper organization, but we decide to not ask money to people. I've been working a lot since 2008 also for NGO, big NGO. To be honest, I don't like so much that word. No, how they ask money, how they use people to ask money.
Okay.
Because from the beginning, we decide to not categorize people, to not put people in box. You are poor. You need food. You need clothes. You need a house. No. This because of my story. Also, okay. I have to go a little back now.
Yes, please.
So when I was in Genoa, suddenly my father died that I was 15. And in one day, we lost everything. So, and actually, my mom had no the money to help us to pay for the material for the school, for everything. So for the first years when we were in this situation, a local religious organization come to our house to help me and my brother, to provide some small money, really small money, and they were very theatrical when they gave money to us. No,
Okay.
Here we are giving. Yeah, look how good we are, because I'm giving 5,000 lira. At that time, we had the lira.
Yeah.
Huh? And I remember how I feel humiliated
Okay.
at this. So when we started the organization, we decided we will never humiliate people like this. Never. So we will never use people, poor or whatever, to raise money, using their face, using their story. So people help us. If people want to help us, okay. If they want to donate, they can donate on the website. We have other things, but normally we sell prints, we sell books, we sell what we produce. And since some years, we also, since few years, we sell also travel workshops. And now we have an idea to start workshop also in Mexico, because I felt in love with Mexico. So we will talk later about this. And so this is a way we raise money. We have sponsors. The corporate companies, big organizations that can sponsor us. But when they sponsor us, they have to accept our conditions. That is this: we will never use a poor child or whoever to promote your brand.
Wow.
You give us money, we will do a very beautiful job where your image can go up, but we will never use people to promote your brand. And
Like UNICEF, for example.
yes.
That's a great example.
Like UNICEF, Save the Children, and
lot.
you see these African children.
This is storytelling, no? It's like a cliche that they think could be go on, and that's wrong.
Yes. They use the face of people.
Because this is manipulation, no? A little bit.
It's manipulation. It's racism, because they
Racism.
always use black children. But we have a lot of poor children also in Europe, no?
Yeah.
They could use. In Italy, there are many, no? In France, in UK, Germany, we have a lot of white, beautiful children, blonde, that you could use, no? No, they never use. You have to think always, especially today with the web. Web has a very long memory. No?
Yep.
Things that you put on the web theoretically can live forever.
Forever, yes.
So maybe you are a prostitute today, maybe you are a very poor child today, you are in a very bad condition today, but maybe tomorrow you will change your life. And the web, UNICEF, all these people will always remember you when you was a prostitute, when you was a poor child.
Yes.
No? So, and this is why we show, when we work with poor community, or community with big issues, big problem, we always show their beauty, their strengths, no? Their solutions.
Yes.
To the world, because we have a lot to learn from such communities. We have to learn how to be resilient from poor children, for example. No?
That's I want to ask you. With this long experience sailing, then in the industry of publishing, no, with big brands, but then you know Africa. what did you learn about Africa? Because Africa is the beginning of the world as a human. What did you learn?
First, I learned that everything we know from the media about Africa is wrong.
Okay.
On the European, I don't know. I don't know Mexico. This is my first time in Mexico. So I know a little US and I know very well Europe. Okay, and Africa and Europe mainly on the mainstream media is famine, war, very bad illness, poverty, and so on. And they speak always about Africa like a single country. Africa is 54 countries, very different one from the other, with very different situation, conditions, people, tradition. So what I learned about Africa that there are many Africas. Of course, there are problems. There is war.
Is the poor continent in the world?
No, it's full of money. Africa is full of resource. Actually, it's the richest continent in the world, actually.
Because I perceive that, no? But it's not.
No. There is a lot of money, especially in the big towns. For example, I live in Addis Ababa. Addis Ababa is it's more expensive than San Miguel.
Wow.
It's more expensive than Milano. No? So people have money. Of course, there is a very big difference between rich and poor. But this is also in South America, Central America, US.
Yes.
And what you learn from Africa now is they give you a lot of energy. I mean, they know, but especially the young people of Africa, they see the possibilities they have. And now, especially thanks to technology, for example, if you want to work today to start a small web TV or like a radio
like this podcast
or whatever, you don't need anymore the money that you needed 20 years ago.
Yes.
No? So they're using technology, cell phones and so on, to start new idea, new project. No? Of course, there are problems with some government because, you know, democracy is not a strong point of Africa, no? Of the African countries.
Yeah.
But Africa is on the rise, totally.
Okay. And what do you think about Mexico? How many days here?
It's too early to. Okay. I knew nothing about Mexico. I've been here now 3 weeks.
Okay. Anything, or what do you know?
No, wait.
What did you know about Mexico?
What I knew.
Yeah.
About Mexico, I like to watch movies, to watch series on Netflix and so on. I like a lot the series about Narcos.
Okay.
So Narcos, El Chapo, and so.
Yes.
So, and I like telenovelas also from Mexico, South America.
Okay.
Because I use them to learn Spanish.
Okay.
Because I want it. So I had a very distorted opinion about Mexico, no?
Wow.
Because my opinion was formed by the TV.
By the media.
By the media, like Africa, no?
Yes.
So for me, Mexico was Narcos, was beautiful women that prefer to go with Narcos. Big black car with black windows, obscured windows, and so on. No, totally different. And now I can say totally different.
Well, what? But I'm very surprised because you are a nomad. You travel the world, and you don't know anything about Mexico. No. Just the name, maybe.
No, because to know a country, you have to go in that country. No.
Whoa.
Of course, I had the experience to filter what I saw in the TV. I know when you are telling the fake, no. But anyway, my idea of Mexico was conditioned by the media, like everyone in Europe.
Yes.
Or in US. No, totally different. I've been in San Miguel in Mexico City only one day, in Oaxaca, in the south. I'm in love with Mexico. What I can say that it's too early to judge a country, and you need years, no?
Yeah.
For example, I've been involved with Ethiopia for now 20 years.
Whoa. 20 years?
No. 15.
Whoa.
Yeah, since 2009. I knew nothing. I know nothing about Ethiopia, no? I know very little about Italy también, no? Because you need a country is not a single body, no? It's made by millions of experience,
Yes.
millions of different conditions, no? So what I can say about Mexico that I like very much Mexico now, and I am very surprised about the kindness of people, everybody until now.
Yes.
Everybody with me has to be helpful when I try to speak Spanish, my very best Spanish, but everybody has been so helpful. And what I like, I met also some people in very good economical condition, with business, with how they stay connected with their country, how they want to help, how they want to use their lucky to help other people that are not so lucky. This is very similar to Africa. Normally, in Africa, especially women, business women, there are many business women now in Africa.
That's
yes, women are making a revolution in Africa.
Whoa.
Africa is women. The future of Africa belongs to women. They're strong. They're fantastic.
Resilient, yes.
Yes. And when they have success in life, with companies, with whatever, they almost never forget
Their past.
Other people. So they always try to find some idea, some project, some whatever to help who is not so lucky. And I've seen this also here.
Okay.
San Miguel, I know to me, it seems like a quite rich town, no? Some beautiful house, But I've seen how many social projects you have here, how many women are involved with, like Guada.
Yes.
Are involved with social project. So this is I like, because I think it's not important if you have problem or not, if you have not problem in life, no? It's important what you do to fight problem, to find solution. So this is life. Life is to find solution to problem. And I like to live in place where people fight to find solution to problem. No, this is what we miss in Europe now. For example, we have everything. We are going down, but people don't fight anymore to find new solution to the problem.
Okay.
So here you have more problems that we have in Europe, no? But I feel the energy, no, of the people to stay optimist, to fight to get a better condition tomorrow. And that is what I need to live. That's why I like Mexico until now. 3 weeks. It's a very it's a very. I mean, 3 weeks are nothing, no, to understand.
And it's very beautiful that, like, you speak about Africa, but what Africans think about Africans?
What Africans
They are positive with
Africans
themselves?
normally are positive. Yes. Okay. They have problem. North Africa is Arab. And if I have to be honest, I've seen more racism, for example, in the Arab countries than in Europe. No? So there is a lot of racism against the black African. No? But if we talk about black Africa, from Ethiopia to the south, no, many people, they feel like one people. Like one people. They stand, there is still this idea of that Africa need to stay together to find solution to the problem, to be also more powerful against other countries that want to exploit their resource. No? Now they start to act this in West Africa, no, against France.
Yep.
Mali, Niger, and Mauritania, and Burkina Faso. I was in Burkina Faso some months ago, and they just send away with French because they want to take control of their research, no? And this is the reason why many African countries want to deal with China or with Russia. And no more with a European country or USA. No? I don't know if it's right or wrong, but because they have a different way they treat you like a partner and not like a person to exploit.
Yes.
No? So most African countries, they feel, African people, they really feel brother with each other. But this is not in the north.
Okay. And you start with film, no? Photography, yes.
Film, yes.
And then this digital world and this experience in the media industry, how can you describe this revolution, digital revolution, about the narrative, about the storytelling? Pros and cons.
Okay. So yes, I started with film, and I bought my first computer, Mac, in 1992. I remember, and okay. It was more expensive to work. This is clear. It was more difficult to work, and so in some way this assured quality. Only people with very strong motivation, or also people with money, okay, but you needed to study, to experiment, because every experiment you will, I think you remember, no? If I want to experiment a new technique to take pictures, I needed money because films was costly, no? So for sure, the digital world brought more people to a world of storytelling, publishing, and so on. For sure, the quality is fell down totally because we have more. Everybody can do everything today. For sure, this affected in a very bad way the journalism, because now we have no more money to produce newspaper, to produce magazine, because everyone thinks that when you find some things on website has to be free, no? But we have still cost to produce stories, to produce especially investigative journalism need a lot of money still today. So this is the negative part. The positive part is that everybody can tell their story today, and we use a lot this with small communities. We work many times. We teach how to do it. We teach photography. We teach video. We teach how to produce, how to manage a website, so they can take control of their communication, of their own story. So in this case, technology was fantastic.
Yes.
No? To help people to be independent. No? So we try always to be positive, and so finally I think the digital world was an opportunity for many, especially for people who was not inside the court of mainstream media. And of course, today is for I think if I was a young photographer today, I will not have the same opportunity I had in the past. But that's why, for example, the single image today that you can produce very easily. New cameras cannot make from
The
pictures.
cell phones.
Cell phone, cannot. Pictures are good always today from the technical point of view. So if you want to live with photography, I don't know about video today, but you cannot sell only one image like we did in the past. In the past, I could sell one image and make a lot of money.
Okay.
Like 1,000 euros
Yes.
for one image to a magazine. Today they will pay maybe 5 euros, not 1,000. So you cannot live. So the only way for young people to start in the world of storytelling is to focus on big projects and to have control of a project. In this way, we were lucky because we started this many years ago.
Yes.
It was clear where the world was going. Already in 2008, I remember when internet was moved the first step.
Yes.
I remember, I think Facebook.
No, yeah, the first iPhone, the Facebook, yes, that was
It was
that
clear
context.
that, okay, good, beautiful, I'm happy, but no good. No good for us.
Yes.
No? I remember when the big companies start to buy like the big image banks,
Yes.
like Bill Gates, bought many small photo agency
Yes.
to make a big photo agency. It was clear that it was not a bright future for us. But on another way, we had the possibility to produce big, difficult stories with small money. We work with very small money because we don't have support from big companies, from donors and so on. We need to be careful about how we spend the money. Personally, I live like a monk, for example. I have no house, nothing. And in this case, digital help us to keep the cost down. No?
Do you have social media?
We are very bad. We are very good to make communication for the other people, but we are very bad to make communication for ourselves.
No, but do you have? No.
We have Facebook, yes. I have only Facebook. But now some people here in Mexico are convincing me to start with Instagram and so on. But because I hate social media, I don't like that. I will try to find a person who take care of our Instagram or social media, no? Because I've seen how much you use here.
Oh yes, Mexico. Yeah. It's very strong. This addiction, I call.
Yeah.
Claudio, I heard from you nomad and now you live like a monk. How is that? How can you share that experience?
I mean, it was clear that if we wanted to go on with what we do, to keep our ethic also. This is for us is very important. We have to stay true with ourselves, no? And we have to reduce our need. We have to cut our expenses because when we work for small communities, it's totally free for the community always. They don't pay anything, but we have expenses, of course. No, and we have flight tickets and so on, hotels and so on. So we have to cut on our personal life. So since some years I have no house because I'm always traveling, so I cannot pay a rent for an empty house. It's stupid, no?
Yeah, I know.
I sold my car. I sold everything to keep expenses at a very basic level.
Just your laptop, maybe a camera, your
I
cell
have
phone.
everything I own today. It says I have a big blue bag from American Tourist, no, and I have a Love Pro bag like yours.
Okay.
That is the office, and the blue one is the house. So everything I know is inside this, and also in this digital help a lot, because now I remember when I went in the past when I moved with 4, 5 big aluminum boxes when we had to make some reportage, some documentary, and now everything can be small, and so yes, I have no problem, and I will not return to my previous life. I like to be light, to be, yes.
Travel light.
Yeah, if you are, I never had a family to help me. I was a normal person, but today if you want to be free, you have to be light. You have to be light, so technology help you to be light, for example. You don't need to have 2,000 hard disk because now you can use the clouds everywhere in the world. Also in Africa, internet is rising, no? So,
Claudio, with this rich life of yourself, about your experience, what do you think about the humankind and a dónde vamos? Con esta desigualdad social tan grande.
To be honest?
Yes, please.
To be honest?
Yes.
I'm quite pessimist when I think about the big systems. For example, I'm from Europe. I'm from Italy. We are a European. What we had in Europe, what we had in Italy in the past was a good welfare. We took care of all people. We took care of. We have free school. We have free hospital and so on. And we had a socialistic, not communist, socialistic idea of society that worked for many years. No? Now in Europe, we are going down. We are going down. Finance, big finance has more power than politics today. And we are losing one piece of our welfare or our rights every day. Every day we have less. We are going in the direction of US.
Okay.
That is a fantastic country. I love American people. Sorry, I'm not American. People from US because guarda me. We are American too, in Mexico, no?
Okay.
So I'm quite pessimist. The world is going in that direction of liberalism, no? This is on the big system. On the small system, I'm more optimist. I think today, also thanks to technology, it's much easier to spread news, to keep people together. So I think, especially a small community, they have more tools to fight. That what we want to do, no, to increase such tools. So on the small side, I'm optimist. On the large side, I'm very pessimist. You can see what also the situation. Democracy need free press, need news. If not, you cannot have democracy if you have no press. And we are, today, the big groups. There are 4 big groups that can control everything. So Apple, Google, Facebook, and so on. They can control everything. So the situation of the press is very bad today, very, very bad. And this is a big danger for democracy. It's a big danger also for people without power. Because, the ethic of the press, of the free press, was that you have to stand against the power. You have to control the power, no? Today we have not this anymore. And so I'm not so optimist, but even when we have very little hope, we still have to fight, no? So I like to stand with people who fight.
That's a good option. There's 2 sides of the coin, no? So the pessimistic and this optimistic with technology tools for small communities, no?
Yes.
Well, the part of nature, it's very dangerous, no? Nowadays, and no pinta bien a futuro.
Yes.
But do you have hope on humanity?
Yes, I think a lot of people are. We have got 20 years now where humanity decided to be stupid, especially because of social media, no? That spread a lot of illusion that you can be successful by yourself, no? If you show yourself, you will have success. Money will come, work will come. This has been a big illusion for 20 years now, no? So it's they spread the idea of an individualistic society where everyone has to fight for success. Now people are understanding that it's not a very intelligent idea to be alone, to make things alone, no? So I don't know in Mexico, but in Europe, slowly, we are going back to an idea of community, no? That to survive, you need people around you, you need community.
Collaboration.
And I can be free if you are free. I can have food if you have food, and so on. I can have a good life if you have a good life. So slowly, we are going back. We are starting to understand that we have been inside a big balloon, a big ball, no? Spread by the finance, because the big finance need people to be alone. Because when you are alone, you are weak.
Yeah.
And now, you see, in Europe, we don't fight anymore. They keep us, because we have many small groups. We have the gay, we have the black, we have the trans, we have the women, we have women against women, trans against gay. So the society has been cut in many small pieces without power. Everyone fight for their small ideal, their condition. But we are starting to understand now that the fight has to be done by people who stay together. It's not important who you are, no? In which box you want to put yourself. No, if you are black, trans, gay, poor, and so on. No, the only way to fight is to stay together. No, so in this way, and I'm quite optimist. We are starting to understand. Because a lot of people, I don't know in Mexico, no, but in Europe, people are so unhappy now. So unhappy, no? So many people are starting to find a solution, to find some way to react to this condition, no?
So the other world maybe can apport to this idea, it's reduce, like you.
Oh, yes, of course.
Because it's personal, because it could be multiplied very fast. And that's a good idea. Reduce the damage, reduce the consumption, reduce the stupidity in general, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't need so much things. We don't need a lot of things, a lot of thoughts that we have now because of social media.
Yeah, we need to reduce.
Decrease.
To decrease. We need to decrease. For example, today technology give us many opportunities. No, we don't need to have 2 cars every family today. In countries like Italy, where we have very good trains, very good, we have airport everywhere. We just don't need to have all this. And but it depends what you want. I mean, if you want to be free, you have to be light. No? If you decide in your life to use all your time to work, to pay for a new car, better house, better this, better that, I mean, it's your choice.
It's a new slavery, no?
It's a new slavery, no? When, slavery, I mean, some people in Italy say that the slaves of the Romans, they had better condition than today, no? In some way it's true, because they had the house, they had the food every day, no? And they say, if you work all the day, like many people do now in Italy, no? Especially young people, and at the end of a month you have no money. You can just pay your basic you can pay your basic food, your basic house, your basic tool that you need to work, but you have no money, you have no free time. You are a slave. You are not different from the condition of a Roman slave. And this in Italy is happening every day more. We are, the conditions offered to the young people are very terrible, and they have to accept, of course, no, because they are alone. They cannot fight like we did in the past, no, against the big corporation. No, they can't. They have only to accept. So we are going. We have to decide now, no, if we want to accept this condition to be slaves, or if we prefer maybe to be more free. I mean, it's a choice. It's a choice. I believe in auto-determination of people. I told you, we are quite anarchists, no? I mean, nobody say that it has to be simple, that it has to be easy, no? I mean, we have to fight. We have to fight. Maybe we will not win, but I think a person with dignity has always to fight, to.
And always we are in process.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Always.
Yes, always. And this is the sense of life, no? To grow, to grow up, to not to grow in a material sense, but to grow in a personal spirit. Also, if you are a believer, religious, I don't know, but the sense of life is to grow, to become better today, tomorrow, or what we are today.
Ok, Claudio, me gustaría cerrar esta charla sobre tu recorrido como nómada, as a traveler. ¿Qué le podrías decir a la gente joven sobre viajar, sobre vivir, sobre luchar?
Creo que also, yeah, there are two sides of the same coins, no? To travel is very important, to open your mind, our mind, no? To meet new people, to meet a new tradition, to see new condition. But normally people don't see this. When they travel, they... for example, yeah, San Miguel. I've seen there are many gringos.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, understand. Because it's a very beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful times I've seen in my life.
Okay.
Beautiful. But 1 week ago we were in
Commonfort, yes.
To see, it was fantastic. It was a festival of traditional dance.
Okay.
Dances. I was the only foreigner. No? All local, all Mexican, and I was the only foreigners. And all these gringos, they never go in place like Commonfort, no? Because they think they are dangerous. I don't know why. It was quiet. Everything was perfect. So it's not important to travel if you are not curious, no? I mean, if you travel from Rome to Mexico City, you go from Sheraton to Hilton to Hilton. It's much better if you save your money, you buy your you watch National Geographic documentaries, no?
Or a series, no?
Yeah, a series. Okay. Because, no? So a lot of people today travel in this way, no? Also because of the influence that especially young people follow the advice of influencer. And most of influencers travel in this way, no? But if you travel, I mean, like we do, we'll always live with people, local people. We never choose where I like to sleep in beautiful hotels, to eat in fancy restaurants sometimes, no? But normally we will live always with normal people.
The better of two worlds, no?
Yes.
It's the mixture.
Yes.
It's the best.
In this case, you can learn a lot, and you can understand better your country from other countries. Now I can understand what we have in Italy. After Africa especially, I say, wow, we have this, and here in Ethiopia, people are dying to fight to get this. We have this, and we never think that we are. How lucky we are, no? So, if you travel like a voyager, like an explorer, you can learn a lot for your country, for your people, for your life, no? But if you travel like a normal tourist, no, it's much better to buy a subscription on National Geographic TV or Apple TV, I don't know.
That's a good advice.
Netflix. No.
Okay, Claudio. So could you say something more?
No, I want to thank you for this.
No, I don't know. Maybe visit the website and.
Yes, our website is Ayzoh, And soon we will have a new website, much better. Yes, because we need time. We have no time to do everything by ourselves. And
when is the opening of this new website?
It's in about 1 month. We will have
Okay.
Much better, and we will use more. We need to find a way to work less on website, because at the moment we prefer to work on books, digital books especially. So we are finding a way to show digital book on website like that you can flip page.
Okay.
So we are experimenting to put together two words. The ancient one, we were a new one. And I want to say that we have a small promotion. We have an idea to start a workshop also in Mexico. So we are talking about how to organize this. Our workshop are very beautiful because we make photography workshop, but it's not normal photography. I mean, people with us always learn how to produce a story, a publication of that
experience,
of that experience. So it's all the process from the idea to the final product. So we have this in many parts of the world: Brazil, Ethiopia, Mauritania, Burkina Faso, Norway, Italy, and so on. We are thinking to start in Mexico.
Wonderful idea.
Yes, because I like it. I like it, and I like it, and the people are very collaborative.
Yep.
Because now, in Europe it's very, very difficult to take pictures of people.
Okay.
Because privacy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Okay.
So this can help because we work with people.
Yep.
So this is a very important part of our work when we find people who like to be on a camera. So this is an idea to start such workshop in Mexico also. I think. Yes, because there is very much to see, very much to learn. I mean, in 3 weeks I've seen so many things now, from nature, from people, from small communities. We were in Baja California.
Okay.
And I've seen whales. It was fantastic. It's not my sector, naturalistic photography, no? It's not my specialty. But could be part of a workshop, no?
Okay.
Mexico offers a lot of different things, and this is our plan.
Okay. Sounds terrific. Thank you very much, Claudio, for this talk.
Thanks to you. I like your what you say at the very beginning, no? That you want to show that to achieve results, you have to work.
Yes.
You cannot wait them from the sky, no?
No, and it's not a small process. It takes time.
Takes time.
Takes struggle. Takes pain from us.
A lot of pain. A lot of pain.
But it's the process.
Yeah, and I think a project like yours, that I didn't know, before to meet you, it's very important, especially for young people now, because one of the defects of the social media world that they spread the idea that everything can be immediate, can be like this.
Como la espuma, decimos en México.
Sí, que es mentira, es una mentira, ¿no? Todo lo que tiene valor, todo lo que tiene belleza, prueba a hablar español.
Claro.
Perdonas. Todo lo que tiene importancia por el futuro no puede ser fácil. Necesita trabajo,
necesita ser difícil.
Todas las cosas más bonitas de la vida son difíciles. Soy difícil. Es una regla, es una ley.
Y porque a nadie más le importaba más que a Claudio ser nómada, ser fotógrafo, trabajar en la industria, mainstream, conocer el mundo, navegarlo. Y desde 2008 hasta 2020, de verdad visiten su website. Todo lo que hace en el continente africano, y vaya que tiene experiencia, 15 años nos puede hablar, pero en su website encontrarán cosas muy interesantes para los que quieran vivir experiencias que trasciendan en su vida y ayudar a otra gente. Y qué buena noticia que puedas hacer un workshop próximamente aquí en México. Y como lo platicamos, ¿no? También la parte de crecer, de necesitar menos, ¿no? Para viajar ligeros. Gracias, Claudio.
Muchas
Gracias por tu tiempo, por tu plática.
Gracias.
Y nos vemos en otro episodio.
Perdona mi español.
No, hombre, cómo no. Ahorita enseñamos las palabras malas y buenas. Gracias.